Hello, friends. Happy last day of 2024. It's time to start my brand new Saleabration 2025 countdown. Now, each day for the next 7 days, I'm going to be live right here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time to showcase some of the fabulous freebies you can earn with a qualifying order during Saleabration. Now, Saleabration kicks off on January 7th, along with the new mini catalog, and I am going to be doing my typical, I always do it, my live launch party on launch day. But up until then, I am getting you prepped and psyched for Saleabration with a daily live at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you are joining me, I know you've probably wondered where the heck I've been. I had planned to go live way back on December 18th, was supposed to be my last 17th was supposed to be my last live. And I ended up having to have my school Christmas concert that day because we had it snowed out or bus canceled out the week before. So it was kind of a crazy last week. And then I just decided to start my holiday hiatus a week early just because there wasn't time to get that extra live in there. So if you are joining me here, let me know. Say hello in the comments. It's always nice to see people commenting so I know that I am actually streaming to both Facebook and YouTube. So give me a hello. Let me know that you're here and tell me what your plans are for New Year's this evening. We are in the last 7 hours of 2024, and I want to know what you're doing. Okay, so give me a hello. Let me know that you're here. I see Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Happy New Year. Hi, Laura. Hi, Jill. Happy New Year. And Connie from Minnesota. Hi, Gail from Ohio and Julie. All right. I see we've got both Facebook and YouTube here. So it's good to know that we are live in both spots. So let's get to it. I'm only making one card each one of my lives this week. I didn't have it in me to do 3 for 7 days in a row. That was just a little bit more than I can handle, but you're going to see one. I have lots of other samples to share with you, but you're going to get one a day. I hope that's okay. All right, let me flip to my desk and we will get to it here. Sorry, my voice is still a little croaky. There we go. Let's do it that way. My whole family had the flu over Christmas. So we were all quite ill and still a little bit of a cough, a little bit of a sniffle. So hopefully it's not too obvious during my live here and we can get through it with a minimum of coughing and hacking. So Saleabration, as I mentioned, goes live January 7th. I can't show the inside of this book yet, but if you do not yet have a copy and you are in Canada and you would like a free copy, please leave a comment. Actually, if you click the link that is posted in the video description, it will take you to my link tree where you can actually order a complimentary copy of both the Saleabration brochure and the mini catalog. So if you would like one, give me a shout out and let me know, and I will get one in the mail to you. Well, not tomorrow because tomorrow's New Year's, there's no mail, but on Thursday. All right, so we are all about the adorable Friendly Seagulls Saleabration stamp set today. And I love these little guys. I told a little story on one of my posts today. Where I park at the back of our school backs onto a river. And so there are always flocks of some kind of waterfowl on the football field, which is right beside where I park. Some days it's seagulls, others it's Canadian geese, but we won't talk about the Canadian geese because they are not especially friendly. But the seagulls are always there making lots and lots of noise, and you always have to kind of bob and weave to make sure you don't get dive bombed on your way into school. So I decided to start with these guys. They're so cute. 3 little seagull images, lots of little sort of extra images to kind of give them a little scene and then some fun. I love you more than French fries sentiments. So here we go. Let's get to it. We'll set this aside. Oh, we got lots more coming in. Hi, Julie. Have soup for dinner. Okay. Oh, juniors hockey. Yes. I've kind of forgot that the World Juniors were playing. I've been a little busy in my studio. So the one we're going to make today is this little cutie. I love this little guy with the French fries in his beak. So we are going to put that one together. I'm going to give you some tips for coloring your little seagulls. To start, we're going to do our background. So I have this is the second largest circle from the Stylish Shapes dies. And we're going to kind of give a little bit of a scene for our seagull to be against. So we're going to stamp this sort of pebble image. I'll show you on the stamp set. This one here looks kind of like sand or pebbles. We're going to stamp that a few times in gray granite, just around the bottom of our circle here. And what I find is if I kind of alternate, do one right side up and then one upside down, I can get a fairly straight horizon line when I'm stamping here. So we'll do that, and then we're going to fill in a few more. This does not need to be perfect because, again, it's gravel, pebbles. Right, there we go. And then I'm going to come in with my small blending brush and just add a little bit of gray granite ink just to fill in between my stamped images there to give it a little bit more presence. There we go. There's our sandy shore. And then in the background, we're going to add a little bit of boho blue ink just to give a little hint of sky here. And again, I'm just going to come in and across. I'm not doing too much because I don't want to overwhelm my seagull image. This is just really to provide a bit of a backdrop for him. If this were at school, it would be pitch dark because when I come to work, it's usually dark. But we're going to pretend that, you know, it's the end of the day and I'm heading home instead of coming in. Let's put it that way. All right, so I'm going to add some little seagulls flying in the background. So this is another one of the stamps from this stamp set, and I'm stamping. Look at this. I have cat hair in every single one of my ink pads. Honestly, two of the neediest cats on the planet these days. They are something else. Always up in my grill. All right, we're going to set that aside and we're going to work on our little seagull. So I just got a little scrap of white cardstock here. And we're going to stamp our little guy with the French fries in some Memento black ink. Let's make sure that's well inked. And then we're going to stamp our little box of French fries as well. There we go. Now, there's not a whole lot of coloring that you need to do on a seagull. Well, I guess it depends where you live, what color your seagulls are. Ours are mostly white. Sometimes the younger ones are gray. But I'm just going to pretend this is a white seagull. I'm coloring the tips of the wings with light gray granite Stampin' Blends. So I'm just going to fill in sort of the wing feathers on both sides here. There we go. And then the stripe on the wing, I'm going to do with just light basic black, which always seems very odd for me to say light black, which to me is gray. But anyway, this is light black. So we'll just fill in each one of the little stripes here. There we go. And then to color the feet and the beak, I'm using light peach pie. It's a nice orangey yellow. I don't know if this is the color of their feet and beaks, but I just thought it was a nice orange to use. And then we're going to color our fries in light wild wheat. Make them look all golden and yummy. There we go. And then we're also going to color the fries in our fry box here as well while we've got this out. There we go. And then I think I colored my burger in Pebbled Path, but since I've got the gray granite here, I'm going to color my burger in gray granite. It's not going to be the most appetizing looking burger, but that's okay. And then the box, we're going to color in light real red. Make it look close to a certain golden arched restaurant, who, in my opinion, of all of them, have the best fries. Not that I eat there very often, but when I do, I rather enjoy their fries. Here we go. All right, now it's just a matter of fussy cutting these little guys. So these are really easy to fussy cut. There's not a lot of detail. In fact, this guy is probably the most detailed because of the French fries in his mouth. But even that is not super difficult to fussy cut. So the key when fussy cutting, first of all, is to have a good pair of scissors. And secondly, it's to move the paper and keep your scissors as stable as possible. So move your scissors very little, move your paper lots. And that helps you get nice smooth cuts without jagged edges. So just move your paper, almost like you're cutting on a bandsaw. That's what I always think of it as. If you watch someone cut on a bandsaw, they don't move the saw is stationary. It's the paper that, or the wood that moves. So I kind of think about my scissors as a bandsaw when I'm fussy cutting. And we'll just give his feet a little trim. There we go. There's our cute little seagull. And then we're going to cut his box of fries too. He's lucky he got a whole box. I wonder who he stole these from. I have so many seagull stories of them stealing food right out of my hand and dive bombing me while I'm trying to enjoy a picnic. There have been many, many seagull incidents, which is why I think I was drawn to this stamp set. They are cute, but my goodness, can they be obnoxious? Do any of you have seagull stories? I bet you do. If you live in Canada, specifically in Ontario or near any body of water, you probably have seagull stories. I have lots of stories from when I used to go to Blue Jays games at Exhibition Stadium. In my youth, the seagulls used to flock into the stadium. All right, so we have our fries. We've got our seagull. I have already stamped and heat embossed my little banner here. So this is just a 1/2-inch strip of real red cardstock that I heat embossed the sentiment in white. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my little seagull to the end of my banner, just with a little bit of seal. We're going to tack him into place, just like that. And then he's going to pop up on the front of our little background panel. Before we do that, we're going to add our little box of fries. So we'll kind of tuck those in there and then add a couple of dimensionals to the back of our seagull here. And we'll get rid of our backings. And then we want to make sure our horizon is straight. So there we go. Okay, so that's ready to go. Now we need to do a little bit of work on our background. So to start, my DSP panel is 4 by 5¼ inches. And this is actually has become my favorite Saleabration DSP pack. It was one that I didn't think I was going to like, but it is the Toadstool Garden Pack. And there are so many great patterns. The Toadstools on the one side, I haven't got the stamp, the bundle yet, so I haven't really used them. But my goodness, the back sides have so many fun and colorful patterns that I'm really drawn to it. So this is my background panel. And then we're going to layer that onto, actually, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to stamp our horizontal element. So this piece is a 2 by 4-inch piece of Pebbled Path cardstock. And we are going to do some tone-on-tone stamping with this shell pattern. I'll hold this up so you can see. Can you see that shell pattern? So we're going to do some random tone-on-tone stamping with that all over our Pebbled Path cardstock. So again, I love this image because it's really easy to kind of make it look random. You just kind of turn any which way, and it doesn't have to be perfect because a lot of it is going to be covered. You just do want to make sure you rotate your stamp every once in a while because you don't want your shells all to be going the same direction, right? So we'll do a couple any which way. Oh, that one didn't stamp completely, but that's okay. I think that'll get covered with our sentiment. There we go. There is our background. Super quick and easy way to add some texture. All right. So now we are going to layer that on a 2 1/8 by 4-inch piece of real red, just to give a nice little red border on either side. So we'll pop that on, just like that. And then we're going to add a little bit of this fun red and white striped baker's twine. So this was in the holiday catalog, but it is sticking around, thank goodness, because I can't tell you how many times I have used this for non-Christmas projects. It's just a great, great combination of twine to have. So I'm going to just take and add a glue dot to the back of my panel here, about 1/4 inch up from the bottom. And then all I've done is folded my twine in half. I'm a big fan of not wasting, right? So I'm not going to wrap it all the way around and waste all that twine on the back side. I'm just going to take enough to kind of have a double width across the front and then enough to wrap around the back, and then I'm not wasting all kinds of twine where nobody's going to see it. All right, so there is my sort of horizontal element. So that now can get glued onto our DSP panel. So we'll add a little bit of seal here. Here we go. And we'll pop this on a little bit below center. It's about 1.25 inches up from the bottom. Just like that. And then that is going to get layered on another mat. You know me and my layers. I do like them. If you've hung around here for any length of time, you know. And I also like my narrow borders. So this mat is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 inches. And that's going to give me my nice narrow red border all the way around. And then we're going to go ahead and glue that onto a Pebbled Path card base that is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2. So we'll fold that in half along our score line, and then I'm going to use some liquid glue here. Ooh, my glue's been sitting in my glue holder for a while. It was ready to roll. So we will just stick that on like that. And then we're ready to add our focal image. Now I pop this up because I am a fan of double popping. If you are concerned about mailing, you certainly can just put a single layer, glue this layer on flat, but I'm me and I like it popped, so I'm going to pop it. So we're going to get rid of our backings here and pop this on. Oh, we've had some more people join. Hi, Sherry and Joyce. Hi, Lauren and Sonia. Thank you for sharing. All right, so we're going to pop this on just like that. Look how cute he is. And then we're going to add a nice generous bow with our twine. So when I'm using a single thickness twine, I like to make the loops on my bow fairly large because I want it to have some presence, right? Twine is quite thin, and if you don't make your loops large, it's kind of hard to see the bow. It's easy to lose it on your card. So I'm just going to take and roll a little glue bugger here and press that on, and then we're going to press the knot of our bow into that, and there we go. Isn't he cute? Love them. All right, now let me show you on the inside what I did. I'm not going to take the time to do this tonight, but I added a fun sentiment. I love you more than French fries. There's my little fellow with his box of fries, and I just think he's super cute. I know, isn't he greedy? I know, they are. But they make me laugh. Their antics make me laugh. All right, so that is our project for today. I'm going to show you a few more. So here is one I posted earlier. So this uses some more of that DSP. In fact, it's the 2-inch strip from the 6x6 that I cut off. This also uses a new embossing folder that is coming called Soft Waves. This is a 3D folder. Very, very pretty. A little bit of ink blending on this one as well. There he is, squawking. Here is one I posted earlier this morning. So again, these guys are jealous, I think. He's got the fries and they want them. But I think it's so fun and so cute. There's another little guy. And then how many of you remember the Finding Nemo movie, the Seagulls in the Finding Nemo movie? So as soon as I saw this set, that was immediately what I thought of. And I had to make a mine card. I just thought it was too fun. So this mine sentiment is from the bee, whatever the bee stamp set is. The stamp set, or the sentiment is bee mine, but I just inked up the mine. Sorry, I'm a little croaky. After effects of the flu. And so there are my seagulls yelling mine. And then on the inside, he's yelling be mine. So I thought that was kind of fun. That was, as soon as I saw this set, I knew I had to make a be mine card. All right, there you go. There are some ideas with the fabulous and fun friendly seagull stamp set from the Saleabration 2025 brochure, available starting January 7th, 2025. So a week from tomorrow. Actually, no, a week from today. It's a week from today. 7 days till Saleabration. So I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 5 p.m. Eastern time, with another Saleabration feature tomorrow on day 2 of my countdown to Saleabration. So thanks for joining me this evening. Happy New Year. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve and a healthy and happy 2025. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.